The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri.
The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
Perhaps you care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement?
No weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin!
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it.
We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even.
Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everek's a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir von Everek.
Rogue's long dead, by my reckoning. Exactly.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
Lives down the hill. They stay.
I think... You must have a splendid time. That's what matters. Make the most of it.
What have you got there, honey?
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with 1 foot bed. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie. I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this, then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you. Just when you think you know all the Plougfolk's customs,
My eyes
they
are
surprise you with slippers.
Tilt's a big tilt.
Mucky, that pond. Sank in up to my arm.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe.
Always better to do a bit more and even get...
Oh, that's...
One found it in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over.
Ah, so...
Just figuring that out?
Well, find the owners of those shoes.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was... Oh, well.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and
See how quick he caught with her shoe.
allowing you like a good swing from which to survey passing bows.
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
Blake went with our friends.
Touch me wifey, I'll smack your side.
Look there, Shawnee. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us scale.
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that many ways to scale a ladder.
Gingerbread's naught but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odin. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd...
I'm rather curious how you...
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself.
Well...
What are you getting?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have...
Shani.
It's all right.
All lies. Not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid...
Go on, Shani. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. Or tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shawnee.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple and give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely bed with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another stein. Writes one love eternal, bridegroom best beware, or she'll make you a cold gold in the coming year. What's the groom a-thinking, a storm upon his brow? Must be second guessing if you'll get that cow. You'll get the cow, lad, the bull, the calf, the hay. So drink and be merry, 'tis your wedding day. Oh.
Whoever caught the gallant shall be next to wed.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance. Their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone. They're bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everec, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
Didn't have to make him suffer.
Of course I needn't have. But I could.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Good mead ought to lift your spirits. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea? Maybe.
River tosses someone ashore each day. Refugees escaping home.
So buckwheat millet, they said. It'll pay off, they said.
Oh!
Welcome, Geralt.
Rowan berry brandy. Shani loves the blossoms. I'd enjoy this as well. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea?
You're a fierce one, but you've fairness in your eyes.
mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up? Think I'll pass.
Strangers, no strangers.
A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Here's hoping.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Seemed to like the Rowan. Thought you might want to try another form of it.
I like to make necklaces out of the berries, but guess I am curious how this will taste.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case...
To tonight.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels.
Let's...
Good. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience...
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or...
Forgetting something. His will, sure. Epidemics long forgotten, sure.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tight.
Never you worry, sir.
I'll let... Sir.
Oh, thank you.
Seems the family...
A bride... Mean the difference isn't...
Mm-hmm.
Clear they love each other, though.
Oh, I don't know.
Doubt your mother's that unbending?
I haven't managed to...
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers...
No, but...
Nothing wrong with that.
I guess not.
That's probably...
Tell that to my mother. She actually... But I didn't.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the...
Really think so?
Really? Look. Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing if you...
I wasn't in the mood. Would have resisted, tried to regain control.
I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown
You say that as if you've already...
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh.
Been thinking about that kid.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips.
That?
Only one way to find out.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was...
All true.
You're right.
So...
Promised you this night. And I aim to be direct.
Sounds...
Interesting is what interest... You're the medic. Recommendation? Hey, leave some for me.
We need to drink fast, before they catch us. Come on, let's hide. Sorry.
Was it that bad? Or have you developed an allergy for me?
I had too much to drink.
Awake already?
For a while now.
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm.
Did we? Nah.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could. Shawnee, wait. Before you go.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Could you look into it? See if you can...
Sure.
Thanks.
Yes.
Wouldn't know where me parrot is, would ya?
Got anything for the aching belly? Starting pain here.
Greetings again.
You learning for a storekeeper's armies.
The best wares this side of the pond. How much for a herring? Crown and
you do know... Need to chat.
I'm all ears with...
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to it?
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And... fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say.
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Need something else?
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. You there? Now, ready to listen? Or do you still...
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good.
His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt.
Aye.
Give this man a mount. Come, Witcher. They are fit.
Beryl, what was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Must have made quite a few enemies along the way. Maybe not today and not tomorrow, but someday, someone will find a way to take you down.
And that should trouble me why? The wise men of Oxenford claim I've known that...
Fulfilled 2 of your...
Confident, aren't you?
Third task, if you...
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell...
Yeah, I've loved.
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside.
We'll drink once the job's done.
Afraid that's impossible. So...
Third wish, still...
Aye, aren't you stub... Bring me that blue. Wouldn't mind reminding us...
When was that?
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to...
At least you could tell me where you're...
In my old manor.
The witch hunters will say to you... Let's dance.
Of course, poor soldiers.
Please, I beg you!
Mighty rusty and covered in creepers. Need another way in.
Kendrick! 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 You there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me off.
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother, my little, why'd I ever come here?
Kendrick fellow, who is he?
We's partners. Sneak into derelict houses. With something valuable lying about.
Mm-hmm. So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taking from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but... What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
Phew. That's the stone off
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You...
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Pretty sprawling, this estate. How am I gonna find that rose in this fog? Fresh manure. Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. A grave here? A busted lamp, and the ground's trampled. Somebody dragged something this way. A body? Someone dragged a wounded man through here. Prints from cleated boots, leading from the back of the garden. I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That... digging... A lockpick? Must have been the other thieves. Graves, unmarked, laid out in rows like garden beds. Hey. Hear me? Other thief. Body's mutilated. Who are you? Damn. The fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What's with the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No. We're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris in the home. He tended the garden.
Very far away.
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everec? Yes, we know.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd...
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs.
Guess I'll make my own. So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves.
Floral ornamentation. Pretty. Another intruder buried by the caretaker. be careful. What the hell was that?
This is my house.
All geared as I've never known him. A different man then. Tidy, and everything's clean, ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table. Fire damage. Interesting. Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. supposed to be here? Lovely couple. Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everec. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies.
Surprised?
No, not at all. Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everec has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
Good dog.